watching? Are you watching this? Are you watching this? Yeah. Are you watching this? No. You need to get with it. Are you watching this? We on a TV shit. Are you watching this? You don't wanna miss. Are you watching this? Stop canceling our shit.
Hi, Ellen.
Hey, Chelsea.
So this is going to be our Did You See That episode? A little mini episode.
I like that. We can name these episodes.
Yeah.
You see that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so we really just yap around TV topics. Mm-hmm. And this one is really just going to be like TV show trivia, fun facts.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Just talking about TV.
Yeah. I'm going to start with a really basic one. Okay.
Okay.
And this is, do you want to guess the amount of time in a lifetime that the average American watches TV for?
In hours or in days?
Or years?
Oh, in years. Okay, so in the lifetime, so like 1 to 80. Like,
Yes, yeah. If you live till 80, how many years of that?
of TV do you watch? I think I'm aiming high, 25.
I think that's how much we watch. It's 15.
Okay.
So because I was actually going to ask you, so if that's an average, what do you think ours is?
25.
Yeah. Yeah.
That's amazing. 15 is pretty solid.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would want more, but yeah.
Yeah, no, we do more, but
It said
the
that average was, this was from a different source, so, and I didn't fact check not these facts, I did fact check some of these.
Okay.
It said that the average amount of time a day was 5 hours.
Okay. Yeah.
I probably do 8.
Of TV a day.
Yeah.
Dang. But you're not doing it every day.
Or I'm not, and it's not like full on like
Yeah.
paying attention. Like I watch the news for like an hour in the morning,
Okay.
and then I'll watch usually 3 or 4 episodes of something we've been talking about.
Yeah.
And then Drake and I will usually watch 1 or 2 episodes of something.
Okay.
And then maybe I'll watch one other thing like after he's asleep.
Okay.
So,
Dang.
yeah.
That's impressive. Yeah. I would say 5 is up there, like an average. Because
Yes.
there's some days I go with literally
Yes.
an hour or something.
Yeah.
Yeah. So if I'm
days.
gonna, yes, very, very, like I'm upset at myself. Yeah.
And then there's some days where you clock like 18 hours
18 hours exactly.
of just one TV show.
Yeah. Love those days.
When I see like just a rainy day on
Yeah.
the calendar, I will not make plans. I'm like, no, it's going to rain that day.
Yeah. Absolutely.
At home time.
Yeah.
It's TV time.
And funny because we've been getting a lot of rain lately.
Uh-huh.
And like I fake complain, but also love it because it's like what a perfect excuse to just do what I want to do, which is stay at home.
And watch TV.
Yeah. Yeah. Like the other day I stayed up till 4 a.m. watching Ginny and Georgia. So there's that.
Dang.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is late.
Yeah. Worth it. What else you got?
I found this and I thought it was just interesting because this is something that gets talked about currently, and this is kind of the opposite of what we're seeing now. In 1969, the U.S. wanted to cut public broadcasting budget. Mr. Rogers, who is relatively unknown, he was just started on PBS at the time, went to Washington to talk to Congress, and instead of the budget being cut, it was increased from $9 billion to $22 million.
Wow.
Yeah, that's not what we see anymore.
No.
At all.
all.
Yeah.
Dang. Yeah, it's the phones. Like, truly. It's made us all so lazy.
And dumb.
Yes, and dumb. Yeah, but that's incredible. Because, yeah, they've been threatening that with Sesame Street, right? And
Well, Sesame Street moved over to HBO,
yes.
and then HBO did not renew.
It.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So now it's up in the air.
Yeah.
Where it's going to go. Which is, who's not buying that?
I don't know.
I don't understand. Like, that is
Like, easy cash grab.
it's legacy.
Yes. Yeah.
It's like fundamentally important to children's development, truly.
Yeah, I agree. Yeah, and it really should not be on a cable network.
No, I didn't love that it was on HBO, but I was like, well, at least it's somewhere.
Yeah.
And I think usually they would put stuff on YouTube.
Okay.
Like a couple days later, it's like they have a pretty big YouTube channel.
Yeah.
So it's like, why doesn't YouTube buy it?
Yeah,
Google's got the money.
they absolutely do, but
Google's got the
Google
money.
is evil.
Yeah, but they could use that money for good.
True. Honestly, as we keep saying, I think Apple TV is the only good TV anything network.
Maybe Apple will buy it.
But it's not accessible. You know?
Yeah.
That's the shitty thing. Because I would think Apple would do it, but they know it's not accessible.
Yeah.
But we need that, but on a network level.
You know what they should do? And this is the kind of decision that they wouldn't make, but this is a decision I would make, and I think it would pay off, okay? And then I would get fired. But Apple should buy it, and they should make episodes free for like weekly, maybe, so that you can log in. Because most smart TVs, you can get onto it on your computer.
Yes.
Make it available that way, and then they'll want to check out the other stuff.
Shows.
And it gives you access to like the archives.
Listen, Apple
$1 million.
executives,
Pay me $1 million, and I will help you make these decisions.
That is the best decision.
Yeah.
I agree with that. Because they did that with Severance. They had it free for a week
Yeah.
or whatever. But yeah, you can do that. And this is the type of show that it's worth it to.
And it's like not charitable, but like it's just you're doing something that's good.
Yeah.
And if you're putting out good vibes,
Yeah.
and you're doing right by your customers, you'll make the money back.
Yeah.
They're already losing $1 billion.
Anyway. Right. Yeah. Like just get one show off the air though. You know, yeah. One of those sci-fi shows. You got Foundation.
Yeah.
You got all too many right now. So yeah, I agree. I like that. Wow. We will get hired one day.
We're solving the world's problems. Okay, there's another one that I wanted to mention because we're talking about money and ideas. Lost. The pilot episode of Lost was so expensive. It was approximately $14 million that the network president was fired for greenlighting it.
Wow.
And I said, that's the type of network presidents we need.
A sacrifice.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
They saw it. They're like, yes.
Yeah.
They got fired. I bet they were like, I told you so.
Yeah.
I told you so.
What's it called? Severance, whatever package. He should have put, but if you end up making money off of it, you still have to pay me.
Yeah.
Because the fuck?
Yeah.
Wow. I did not know that. Can I do two?
Yeah.
Okay, one is a loss, but then one is in the topic of money. So I'll start there first.
Okay.
Okay, so apparently The Big Bang Theory holds the record of the highest paid TV actors in a sitcom. And it was, by the final season, the main cast earned $1 million per episode.
Okay. That's like Friends.
Yes. Question. Would you if you were getting $1 million paid per episode, is your integrity of what is being made still there? Or are you like, whatever? Are you like Sarah Jessica Parker being like, I'm not going to watch the show, so whatever. What amount of money is high enough for you to not care about the content of the thing you're making?
Well, $1 million, sure, absolutely. I mean, it kind of just depends because if it's easy, if it's an easy job and like you just show up and they all seem like they're friends, then like not very much. If I like Robert Pattinson and Daniel Radcliffe, if that allowed me, it gave me the resources and the time to do the stuff that I actually wanted to do that I wouldn't really get paid for as much.
Yeah.
You can do all those weird projects or just do weird stuff in my life in general.
Yeah.
It gives you, So I would do it for that.
Okay, gotcha.
And I think the people around me who know me and love me would know what I was doing.
Yeah. Okay, that's your game plan and goal.
What about you?
Direction. I really thought long and hard, and I hate to say it, but same.
Yeah. Okay.
Same.
I thought you were going to say no, and I was like, really? Let's be honest.
No, here's my only thing. Asterisk. As long as it's not super harmful.
Right. I don't think the
content.
Big Bang
It's
Theory
not, and that's why. No,
it's just not.
It's just not great.
It's not beneficial.
Yes. Exactly.
It's positive. It's a positive show.
It is. Yeah.
Not negative.
It's not pushing minds.
Yeah.
Yes. But it's not decreasing minds.
Yes.
So it's all right. So yes, I would do that, but I wouldn't do that if the money was attached to something detrimental to the public.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Good to know. And then my second one was apparently Lost introduced the concept of the flash forward.
Oh.
Yeah, changing the way stories were told on television and keeping audiences guessing.
Well, they were also the first one to just do the title card
Yeah.
instead of an intro. Lost is just breaking ground here.
Yeah.
And they were like one of the first new iteration of TV dramas.
Yes. Yeah. Which, shout out to them. Like, I feel like people in TV do give it a lot.
Yes. Yeah, they credit it for.
A lot. And now I get it. Yeah.
I need to rewatch it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a commitment.
Yeah.
And it is one of those that I want to rewatch and like pay
Pay
attention,
Yeah.
not just kind of half-ass.
Yeah.
What was I? There was one that was kind of similar. Oh, well, this is miscellaneous because it's not really tied to a specific TV show, but Good Business. So Wayfair Sunglasses was about to go out of business in the 1980s, but they signed a product placement deal with several TV shows and movies, and that's what like got them back into the mainstream.
Wow. I get that.
Product placement works on me. Does it work on you?
100%. 100%. There are outfits I see on characters, and I'm like,
Have you seen on the Love Island app? You can buy. First of all, though, they're saying that they spent $200 on that bikini. I'm like, no, it's from Shein. Are you telling me that they bought $2,200 bathing suits?
no. Also, really? That's funny because on the UK version, they're partnered with eBay. So it's more like pre-loved.
Oh,
Yeah.
see, this is America, Ellen.
That's the difference.
Yeah.
Truly. That's funny. I did not know that.
Here's the thing, too. Product placement, I tell myself as long as I'm recognizing that's what it is, I'm okay with it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah. Which I guess if I didn't recognize it, then I wouldn't know any better. But
But no, I'm easy.
I'm like, I'm smart. I get it. I know what you're doing, but it's fine. I'll buy it.
Yeah. I'm
I see
easily
you.
sold. Right.
Oh, upsell me. Look, it's not that I don't care or like, I'm not going to just buy whatever you're trying to sell me, but you're the hairstylist. If you tell me that I need a serum for my hair, sure, throw it in there.
Right.
Just put it on the counter. Be like, I just went ahead and added it.
Yeah.
I gave you a 10% discount. I'd be like, thank you.
Honestly, yeah, I agree. If it's gonna make me more beautiful, if it's gonna be like it's gonna
Convenience.
yes, I am sold. I'm so sorry. Those are my two things. I don't want to do anything, and I want to be more attractive. I want to be hot. So
I want to look better while I'm not doing anything. I mean, same, yes. My goal is to retire and just to be this like beautiful old lady lounging, doing nothing.
yeah,
Yeah.
goals.
I'm halfway there. Did you have any other ones that were kind of
Okay,
related?
I don't know how real this is
Uh-huh.
because I got it off Reddit. Did you see that Reddit
Probably.
thing? Okay. So most of the jokes about Jack McBriar's Kenneth, did you see this one? Okay. Being from a fictionalized backwater version of Stone Mountain, Georgia, were written by Donald Glover, who was from Stone Mountain, Georgia. But also, apparently, Jack McBriar's is from Georgia.
Yes.
So I don't know.
He's from like I don't know, Coswell or something like that. Yes, I did know that because Donald Glover was a writer for the first 3 seasons.
Yes.
And he's the one that like wrote all those jokes.
Jokes.
And I also have down here that Donald Glover wrote Werewolf Bar Mitzvah, that song that's in the show.
Did he?
Yeah, and he's singing it. It's supposed to be Tracy Jordan singing it,
Yeah.
but it's him impersonating Tracy Jordan that's singing it.
That's so attractive to me. That's unfortunate.
And I also saw for 30 Rock that Rachel Dratch was originally going to play Jenna,
Oh.
which that would have been different.
different, but I see it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they also said that 30 Rock has 7.44 jokes per minute on average.
That's ridiculous.
Yeah.
I wonder which sitcom has the most.
I think that's what they are saying.
They're saying
That,
it.
yeah, at least within comparable.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I can see that.
I don't know what the average would be like on the Big Bang Theory or something, though.
No.
Or like 2. 1.
One. Depends on
0.
what you find is funny, I guess. But wow, that's very impressive. I see that.
It is. Every time I watch it, I find a new joke. I'm like,
Yeah.
how did I not catch that the first 10 times?
Yeah. What else you got?
I Love Lucy created reruns.
Oh.
So during the second season, CBS decided to rebroadcast some of the episodes while she was on maternity leave, and the rebroadcasting episodes were rating hits. And so
Okay.
thus we got reruns.
Yeah. And I like reruns.
I do too.
Yeah.
I also have X-Files gave us the term shipping. Like we have ship a relationship.
Really?
So in 1996, fans of the show who wanted the characters Mulder and Scully, the two,
yeah.
to get together on the X-Files Usenet, that's the forum I was telling you about, the fan forum, they began calling themselves relationshipers and then our shippers, and then just shippers.
Okay.
Yeah.
The Ship a Show. That's where that came from, The X-Files.
Mm-hmm.
Did you watch that?
I don't know. I never watched the whole entire thing.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know. They're hot leads, though, so I can see it. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, Gillian Anderson has aged beautifully.
Beautifully.
I think she's had like probably a little bit of work or like some Botox, but
Yeah.
it's like it's how it's supposed to be done.
Yes, agreed.
So good.
Agreed.
And she's British.
Yeah.
I always forget that.
Yeah, and I love her discography. Like I don't know, that's what you call it on TV, filmography,
Yeah.
TVography. Yes. I just think it's so well rounded.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, yeah.
When you say discography, though, I was like, oh, is she a musician? Does she sing?
Corrected myself. The most recent thing I liked her in was, never mind, I forgot the TV show name. Do you have anything else?
So was watching ER, abandoned that
Yeah.
endeavor. It was the most Emmy-nominated show in TV history until Game of Thrones.
Mm-hmm.
Which, again, that's a little nuanced, though, because it had 124 nominations, and it won 22. And then Game of Thrones got 164 nominations
And
in
won.
2018.
And one.
Oh, I don't
okay. All right.
look at that. But when I also looked, because that was like one of the fun facts, and so
Yeah.
then I was like, I Googled, okay, what's the most nominated? SNL has 331, so I guess they're kind of thinking within that category. The
Drama.
category.
Yeah, that makes sense.
And Dancing with the Stars has 124.
Nominations?
Yes.
What?
I guess it's been on for a really long time.
Yeah.
And they probably won a lot for production and I
Okay.
think hosting.
Okay.
But yeah, that's
Like reality TV program hosting.
yeah. I guess when
yeah,
there's only so many options.
yeah, true. Love Island's coming for that.
Yeah, we got to figure out where to put it,
Yeah.
where it really shines.
Yeah.
And gets the recognition it deserves.
Yeah. Everything else I found I really didn't love. Let me see.
I have one where I want to start The Sopranos soon. That might be the one that Drake and I start together.
What is it?
Sopranos.
Oh.
And it said that The Sopranos was denied a permit to film in New Jersey State Park by a county commissioner who called the show a disgrace to Italians. And that commissioner was later removed under corruption charges.
Wow. That's
So,
funny.
You know, disgrace.
Or he was like, they're on to me.
Yeah.
That's funny. I have not watched The Sopranos either, so if you take on that endeavor, let us know, please.
Oh, I will. Trust me.
Please, please.
There was another one where it said in season 4, again with Sopranos, Tony, who is often seen wearing shorts, is told a real Don doesn't wear shorts. And that line came from a critique that David Chase, I guess he's one of the writers, producer, creator shows, received from an actual mobster who didn't like that Tony was wearing shorts. On the
That's
show.
funny. Yeah. That's funny. Okay, this one is cool. Orange is the New Black, Laverne Cox. Her brother played her pre-transitioned character.
He did such a good job too.
Yes,
It was
he really did.
because it was like the scenes that he was in,
I thought it was her.
emotional.
Yes.
Like yeah, they were intense. And so,
Yes.
is he an actor outside of that?
I don't think so.
I don't think so either. Because I remember the first time I heard that.
Yeah, I don't think so.
Yeah, that's amazing.
Yeah.
That's how I'm so delusional that I think like the first time I'd be on camera that I would be such a natural at it.
I can see it though.
I wouldn't. I'd be like,
Delivering lines like
yeah, just staring at the camera. I'd be like, again, 30 Rock Jack when he's trying to record that commercial. What do I do with my hands? Can I
Yeah.
get 2 mugs, please?
Yeah. I would actually prefer you on like a reality TV show. I can't lie to you. Like
Ye-
The Traders, I think that's a perfect setting for you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hopefully my real personality wouldn't come out.
And on The Traders?
Yeah.
You don't think so?
I get a little competitive.
That's why I think it would come out.
Yeah, well, I don't want it to come out.
Oh,
That's
okay,
what I'm
okay.
saying. Like, I would be like, I would be reserving myself a little bit because I'd be like, people are going to see this, so.
Yeah. But then I think if you see people playing it dumb or whatever, you wouldn't, like, when you try to play it cool and then you see some whatever and you can't just help.
No, I'd be playing dumb.
Really?
Yeah, that would be my tactic. Because people, if you just sit there and don't say anything,
Yeah.
here's some life advice for people. Okay,
Mhm.
the more you talk, the dumber you sound. And welcome. This is how people are gonna realize how dumb I am.
We honestly, this is the dumbest I ever sound.
And
In real life, I'm very smart.
thankfully, when I go to edit it, I'm like, okay, we don't sound that dumb.
Yeah.
Sometimes,
Yeah.
But I've been in multiple working environments,
Mhm.
and it's always the people that are just yapping that are saying nothing
Yeah.
and have no idea what they're talking about.
Yeah.
And I'm like, if you just stop talking, you might not lose your job,
Yeah.
or I'll at least gain some respect back to you.
That's true. Yeah. Okay.
So that's what I would play, because you learn information because
Yeah.
people think you're not talking and you're not paying attention.
Yeah.
It's the best way.
That's
You just
true.
play dumb. You're
But
like,
then you still have to participate, right?
yeah.
Yeah. Okay.
But you just
wouldn't
you
wouldn't
you-
lead it.
you let all the yappers and the dummies lead,
Yeah.
and you pick up all the clues that they're not picking up on.
Got you. Okay. Act like they're in control.
Yes.
Yes.
You let them.
this is off topic, but this is why my mom would say, "This is why you're married, Chelsea," because I have not learned that skill yet. Apparently, I gotta say something.
Oh.
That's what it is.
They did, and I did fact check this one, and I actually think this is a generous number. It says that nearly 40% of the medical advice given on the Dr. Oz show had no significant scientific evidence to back it up.
Yes. Yeah, it's like him, Dr. Phil, they're all frauds.
Yeah.
Like, Oprah introduced us to
Yeah.
frauds, and that is insane to me.
See, there is no amount of money where I would go on there.
Yeah.
Because he is a doctor.
Yes.
Like, he knows better.
Yeah.
He knows better. I would not go on there and have my name tied to that and be spewing lies that like people are sitting at home watching it.
Taking it as fact.
Yes.
Yeah.
And so
No.
there's no amount of money for that.
Yeah.
I would go on there and be like, you're dumb and wrong, and you don't even pay me. I would just do it.
Yeah. Was it Dr. Oz or Dr. Phil who got the license taken away?
Well, Dr. Phil he was just like
Psychiatrist.
I think he was just a therapist.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
Wait,
Dr.
you
Oz,
said that was very, like, you're not giving therapists much.
I know, therapist. I pay mine
Right.
a lot of money.
Right.
I don't know. Dr. Oz is now like, he ran for governor. He is governor. I don't know.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Do
How do you feel about, how do you feel about TV personalities going for office, or celebrities in general?
I think in general, when people ask celebrities their opinion, it's like, who cares? Like, on something that,
Yes.
ask us what our opinion on TV is, because that's what we talk about.
Yes.
Don't ask my opinion on the geopolitical state of things, because I have an opinion, but I'm not that educated on it.
Right.
And it's just based on my basic knowledge.
Of it, yes.
So don't be asking. But I will say that, like Zelensky, like Arnold Schwarzenegger, there have been people that have used their platform for good and either educate themselves along the way,
Yeah.
already did have a little bit of knowledge on it, and surround themselves with really good people.
Yeah.
So I'm not against using your platform for that, but in general,
Yeah. Don't give them so much to, like, have sense or,
Yeah.
Yeah. I agree with you.
do you know where the name Black Mirror came from?
Yes. Like, when you put off your screen device, it's the reflection facing you. Yeah.
That was really cool. I didn't
Yeah.
know that.
I love it. It's a great show. I really can't believe you didn't get into it.
It's because it was traumatic. I had to take a break. I'm going to go back and watch some of it, but it was
Okay.
just...
That's fair.
I started with the first... I can't believe that's the very first episode. They really need to put that at the end.
Yeah.
Because, like, how
Yeah.
does somebody watch... I mean, I guess I did, but... I watched the first episode, but, like, yes, more, please.
It's funny because a lot of us did.
I know.
Yeah, 7 seasons worth.
Oh,
Funny.
that's one of the most disturbing shows. Or that episode specifically.
Very.
Again, I watched that, so good thoughts or bad thoughts.
Yeah.
It did not face me.
Oh, okay.
Here's a fun fact, and this is, I didn't have to Google this. Well, I Googled some names and stuff to double check. But this is a fun fact that if any of this comes on TV, I'm like, hey, guess what?
Uh-huh.
And I again, punny sections. Boy Meets the Wonder Years. So Fred Savage plays Kevin Arnold, the main kid in the OG Wonder Years.
Yeah.
Ben Savage is his brother, and he plays Corey Matthews on Boy Meets World.
Mm.
And I think actually Fred Savage ended up being like one of the producers on Girl Meets World. Anyway, I
Okay.
didn't backtrack to that one. And then The Wonder Years is narrated by, so adult Kevin is narrated by Daniel Stern, who is Marv in Home Alone and Home Alone 2.
Wow.
Isn't that a fun fact?
Yeah.
And yeah, I would never, the voice does not sound the same to me.
No.
Because my parents told me that as a kid, and I've always listened to my
No.
Yeah.
It does not. Huh.
Ooh, this you'll like this one. Beauty blenders were created because of the TV show Girlfriends.
What?
So it was the first show to be shot in high definition,
Yeah.
and so they had to apply the makeup differently.
Yeah.
And so Ray Ann Silva, she was the head of the makeup department, created a sponge that would help erase the demarcation lines.
Wow. Also, the first show to be shown on HD.
Yeah. I don't know if
Makes
it might have not been from the beginning, but maybe
Yeah.
one of the later
it might.
seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Wow.
You'll see the shift. Like if you watch ER and stuff, there's a shift in,
makeup.
yeah. Well, and just like quality,
Yeah.
screen quality.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Absolutely. Even in Girlfriends, I will say.
Yeah. 'Cause
That
how many seasons were there of that?
7.
Oh, okay.
No. 4.
Oh, okay.
4 or 7. That's my go-to answer for everything.
Usually around there.
Yeah. What do you think? But this was for another topic, but I'm going to ask it anyway. What's your like good TV lifespan? How many seasons?
No more than 10.
Okay.
Pushing it, I would say 5 to 7.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Like that.
I think sometimes you need like, if it's a really complicated story,
Yeah.
I think Lost
10
is
though?
10. So
Really?
I think so.
Didn't it get silly towards the end?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah. So really, I think 8.
Yeah. That's what I'd say.
Mhm.
I would but I'll still go lower. I'd say 4. But like the most, I'd say 8.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Four probably is the right number. I feel like with 4 I always want one more.
Yeah.
And so,
Just give me one more.
Yeah.
Yeah, I get that.
so then we get one more. I probably just need like 2 more after that.
Was it 6 seasons in a movie? Is what they call it? Yeah.
Do you want to guess what the year the first ever flat screen TV was released?
I feel like we had this in one of the topics.
I don't remember this one, but
First ever flat screen, so not like the back, because we were alive for the back, big backs.
well, I think that is,
Flat screen?
yeah, that would be, because it's flat, like the big flat screens.
How was it before?
They
Curved.
were, those big rounded ones, and they were.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Was it in the 90s?
hmm
Okay. I'm gonna say then 92.
1997.
Oh.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
Okay,
I don't know if
later
that was
than
like
I thought.
commercial release.
Yeah.
Maybe like 1992. You've seen like in Popular Science or something.
Yeah. But I also think 92 was probably too soon.
Mm-hmm.
But
I
yeah.
remember.
Yeah.
We had one of those giant TVs, and it stayed upstairs in the house when we moved. It just came with the house.
Really?
I feel like for a while those giant TVs were like pianos. They were just free for a while.
Yeah.
Like people weren't moving those things anymore.
No.
Now you
It's
can-
like comes with like a fridge in the house. It's like,
Yes.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
And it's their problem now.
yeah. That's funny. Yeah, we had one. Big one too. I'm trying to like think of the size, but big.
Yeah, and those things were so expensive.
Yeah.
Now you
Yeah.
can get a TV for $300.
It's like one of the cheapest adulthood purchases you can make, truly.
It was what would
Rugs are more.
financially break you in
Yes,
college. You're gonna get a
yes.
new TV. Heaven forbid.
Yeah.
You and your roommates, your 4 roommates, would like share one little
Little
flat
thing.
screen TV.
Yeah. Again, the kids have it so good these days.
Mhm.
Do you have anything else?
This was on like a trivia question one, and 2 of them I'm gonna ask because they are things I remember we've talked about, and just to see if you remember.
Okay.
Do you remember what television show featured the first kiss between 2 women in a relationship?
And we just did this episode.
I know. But that was a lot of facts were spewed that day. so.
Mhm. No, I don't.
It was Buffy the Vampire Slayer.
Yes.
There was that other one, but they weren't in a relationship. It was-
Yeah.
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 And then, do you remember what the most watched show on Netflix is? And this was as of 2021, but we talked about this recently. I think it's still true.
Yeah. Ted Lasso?
No, on Netflix.
Oh, Netflix. Oh, yeah.
Squid Games?
Yeah. Okay. What did we say it was before? Doesn't matter. It's Squid Games.
Yeah. That's kind of really what I had, and then I just had some like TV adjacent questions, like like you were saying, how much would it take you to be on a TV show?
Yeah. Hit me one.
What do you consider binge watching? Like if you say I binged this.
Yeah. I would say watching a whole season.
Mm-hmm.
That's mine.
Yeah.
Not 3 episodes, not 4.
Yeah.
Whole season.
Yeah, maybe whole season though.
But now seasons are 8 episodes.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
But if it's a 22 episode season,
I'll give you half of it. Yeah. Yeah.
if you just sat down pretty much all day and that's what you did, that's binge watching TV.
Yeah. 100%. You would say the same?
Yeah.
Okay.
Then the next question is, where do you prefer to watch TV? Couch or bed?
So I used to be bed.
Mm-hmm.
Then I moved to couch, but now I'm back in bed.
Mm-hmm.
What about you?
I'm bed.
Yeah.
That's what I prefer. I think the theory that I've heard, childhood trauma is what they.
Yes.
Because you as a child isolated and were in your room.
Yes.
And so that's where you feel safe and like
Mhm.
because that's what I did. I was
Yeah.
always in my room by myself.
Yeah.
And the outside is the living room is the family
Shared
shared space.
Yes.
Why would I go sit there?
Yeah.
I want to be alone.
Yes. When I first read about that, I was like, oh shit, I need to start watching TV in my living room. Like, especially because I live alone. Like, this is my own space too now. So I did my living room. But then somehow I just went back to the bed. But I think I do like living room.
It depends. I don't mind watching TV. If it's a rainy day and I'm binge watching TV,
Yeah.
I usually will move to the bed.
Yeah.
But if Drake and I are watching something
Yeah.
that, a couple episodes, usually want to watch it in the living room. Only problem is 8:30 rolls around.
Yes.
I start getting a little heavy.
That part.
And so I'll usually look at Drake and be like, do you want to finish this upstairs? Do you
Yes.
want to watch the next episode upstairs?
Mm-hmm.
Because I don't like falling asleep on the couch.
Yeah.
And I kind of won't let myself fall asleep on the couch.
Mhm.
So then I'm not paying attention.
Yeah.
I need to
I
get
agree with you.
comfy and I can sit in bed and I can just.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Be comfortable. Yeah, I agree with you. So, okay, so then I would say weekdays, bed. If I'm starting watching TV at like before noon, I'm in my living room.
Mhm. Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I would say that. Caveat. I also think I need a new couch. So that's also one of my issues where I'm like, I'm not feeling the comfy.
I bought that couch. I spent all that money on that green leather couch that I had to have. And it is nice. And it
Yeah.
looks nice. But it is not a lounging. And with 2 people, you really need like a sectional
Yes.
or at least I want one of those that's like you can pull out.
Yeah.
And it turns it like just
Like it turns either or you got an ottoman.
Yeah.
Yes, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I think I want to get one of those, but I need it to be leather with the dogs.
Yeah.
And I just bought that other couch, and nobody's going to pay what I paid for it. I'll be able to make some not profit, but something back from
Is it good structure?
Mhm.
Could you upholster it? Reupholster it?
Well, it's not. It's like mid-century modern, and so the arm rests and the back are just
Yeah.
not conducive. Even if you pile up the pillows, you just like sink into it in your head, like,
Yeah. I feel you.
and then not enough room for both Drake and I.
Yeah, I feel you. You know what? Someone needs to write an article of like good couches for TV watching.
Mm-hmm.
I'm surprised there's not.
I'm sure there is, but it's all going to be product placement. You can never trust those people.
No, yeah.
I'm willing. If anybody would like to send me some couches, I will try them out.
Yes.
And do
you can be on one
reviews.
of our ads.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I will pay something for it. We'll decide.
Okay.
what that
if
is.
it's good enough.
And if I
Yeah.
keep it, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, I guess if I write a good review, though, and I keep it, then they should give it to me.
For free?
Hmm.
True. Yeah, true.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then the other one should be free, too. So
Or like test it out. If we don't like it, we'll return it. It's on forever. Yeah, yeah.
Did I have any? I only had one other question, I think. Oh, there was one other small fun fact in it. The pun is Saved by That's So Raven. The same high school set was used for Saved by the Bell, iCarly, and That's So Raven.
That's an awesome fact.
I thought so too.
That's an amazing title.
Oh, I thought so too. I was really cracking myself. I don't know why. I was going for it.
That's the winner, I'm not gonna lie. Saved by That's So Raven.
I think so too. I was really struggling though because it's like Saved by the Bell and then That's So Raven. It didn't quite like Boy Meets the Wonder Years.
Yeah.
Makes a little bit more sense.
There's a connection. But I think that's what makes Saved by That's So Raven great, because you think you're about to say the bell, but it's like That's So Raven.
Yeah.
And that just kills me.
Yeah. And it still has the. Yeah,
Yes,
100%.
exactly.
And my last question for you is, what if you were on like a deserted island?
Mm-hmm.
What one TV show would you watch?
Would I watch?
Yeah,
That's so hard.
like you have your iPad and it has endless resource, but no internet, and you can only watch one show.
And it's like downloaded on my iPad.
Yeah,
That is a hard question. What's your answer?
30 Rock.
Okay.
Just because there's so much to it.
Yeah.
There's enough seasons.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I hear you. See, I actually think mine would be like a drama, but I can't pinpoint which one. But I don't think it would be a comedy. Or like a sitcom. Yeah, weirdly enough.
Wouldn't you want to be comforted in your time of despair?
I think I would like to like feel emotions.
Okay.
Yeah. Or like cry for another reason than being deserted on a deserted
Fair.
island kind of situation. Yeah. Have a different excuse to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that's why I'm leaning towards drama.
Very random as we wrap up, kind of TV related and somewhat related to that. I was listening to Bob the Drag Queen on Andy Richter's podcast, 3 Questions. It was a really good interview. You should listen to it.
Okay.
Bob's very funny. I loved him on Traders. They were on RuPaul's Drag Race, whatever season, and they have to do lip syncing competitions. And so at the beginning of the show, they get an iPod Touch. Well, they had an iPod Touch, but an iPod, and it has all of the like songs that they'll sing and lip sync on preloaded on there, so they can learn them. And then he said that it had all of RuPaul's discography downloaded on there too, and like that's all they got. Like I don't think they don't have a phone. I don't think they might be able to watch TV. I don't know about that.
That's funny.
Yeah.
That's really funny. Wow. I do think maybe we should make like a top 10 list and post that one day.
Of what?
TV shows.
Yeah. Okay.
But one day. Yeah. But right now I can't think of it
Of just the one that.
that I'd put on there. I don't know why.
What about Lost? Lost could give you some inspiration too.
Lost could. Yeah, that's true. Since it's apparently the backbone of a lot of shit. So.
I just think that would make me scared though. If I was all by myself.
Especially if you're in that same situation.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh no, that would not be the shit downloaded on my iPad. Heck no. No. It'd have to be, I don't know, something that would definitely make me cry though.
Okay.
It has to be therapeutic. You know what? Maybe Grey's Anatomy.
Okay.
Yeah. Maybe. And I'm talking like first 6 seasons though. Oh, but you said 1 season.
No, the whole thing.
Okay.
The whole series.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe Grey's.
That's why you want to kind of maybe pick something that has some substance to it.
Yeah.
As well.
Yeah. But I'll get back to you. That's a great question.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I think one of these other did you see that segments we should do not interview questions, but kind of like get to know you type things.
I like that. Yeah. Okay.
That maybe that can be the next one.
Yeah. That'd be good.
All right. Well,
Okay.
do you have anything else?
That's it.
All right. Until next time.
Bye.
Bye.
Are you watching this? Are you watching this?